Welcome, everyone. It's SEMA Central. I'm Dennis Pittsenbarger. We're here at the 2015 SEMA Show. On my left, a man that is now going to be part of history. This man next to me knew how to expose the industry to people around the world. You defined, truly, the industry by getting into so many places, so many ways, and sharing it with the world. Dennis Gage from My Classic Car. It's good to see you, my friend. Hall of Fame inductee.
It's pretty weird, isn't it? I mean, it's just totally crazy. I'm still blown away by that. But you know, this is just, it's the greatest industry. If you've got to be working in an industry, working one like this, where everybody's like so into what they do. I mean, there's conventions for plumbing, there's conventions for carpentry. It's just not the same, you know?
But you really truly defined consumer awareness before there was consumer awareness.
but you know, it was strictly by accident. You know, I'm a car guy. I've been a car guy my whole life. I fell into the ultimate gig, and you know, so I get to travel around the country. I go to car shows. I visit people with great collections, and everybody lets me drive their stuff. I mean, what are they thinking? You know,
I feel the same way. I mean, I was like, Bruce Meyer was up here from the Peterson Automobile Museum.
Bruce,
he goes, "Why didn't you come by and driven the #1 Cobra?" And I'm like, he's like, I would let you, and I had to turn. I went,
it's like,
are you talking to me?
What are we doing the rest of the day?
I don't know. I think we can make it to LA in 4 hours, right? You can go with me.
Yay!
What has it been like all these years that people just, I love it because, you know, I mean, as the joke would go, there's a face of the industry. You are the mustache of the industry.
The man, the myth, the mustache. Yeah. You know, again, honestly, Dennis, I just fell into this really by accident, and the show took off, and it really was 20 years ago, and it just refuses to die. You know, I mean,
well, what did you say about? I remember when we first met, we were doing the Hall of Fame dinner. You said it was 19 and a half seasons longer than I thought it would make.
Absolutely. I mean, I always thought I'd be telling my grandkids, you know, I did a television pilot once, and they go, "Please, Grandpa, not the television pilot story again." But it took off, and it's just been the greatest time. I mean, I've met the best people. I've learned so much. You know, everybody thinks I know so much about cars, and I do, but that's because I learned it from people that know more than I do, and I'm blessed with a ridiculous memory.
Hear, hear, I'm in the same boat.
So my head's full of useless crap. It's just amazing.
That's both.
It's scary up there.
I know, it's like a disease and we like having it. One has been, can you really honestly, you know, we've talked about this at the Hall of Fame dinner, and we had a great time talking over some interviews. Can you ever really pinpoint one car that you like? I know I've asked you this before, but one of these days you're going to give me an answer and go, you know, it was that one.
Well, I honestly can't. Every time I get into something that just feels like, well, what, you know, I'll remember that forever, and I do, because, you know, it's that whole thing. But then I'm in something else that's even more amazing. And it's not all, you know, supercars and Duesenbergs, and I mean, I'm in some stuff that's I just think is totally cool because it's so weird.
A little bit different sometimes is very cool.
Yes, it is.
Oh, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Well, I was just saying, after doing this for so long, I sort of seek that out. I'm looking for the type of stuff that you don't see at every car show. You know, show me something that's different. And by golly, there's always something different.
Well, speaking of different, what have you seen at this year's SEMA that has struck you as different and very innovative?
Well, innovative, that's, where do you start? Well, one of the things, I think one of the most comical vehicles here, and I had an opportunity to shoot it for next season, as a matter of fact, but it's Ron Barry's, that short and chopped, cartoonish VW bus.
Sitting in the sand.
Yeah, I drove that thing.
Did you?
I did, I drove that thing. It is so unbelievably cool, and Ron is such an interesting cat. Builds really wild stuff. Has a mustache that mine pales by comparison to. I mean, I'm like, whoa, I'm not worthy. This dude's got a mustache. But I think that's probably one of the coolest things here. So it's really it's a great piece of work, and the guy's got a great eye. And not everything always comes together right, and it would be hard. It'd be easy to screw that up, and he didn't. I mean, I think that's really cool. But everything, Dennis. I mean, everything here is just over the top, beautiful and innovative, and you know, incredible engineering. It's the greatest show on earth.
It really is. Well, thank you so much for coming up here, Dennis Gage.
Man, my pleasure.
Look in that camera and tell them where they can find what's going on at the 21st season.
Well, gee, My Classic Car. How about Velocity? How about MAV TV? How about Revin? It's everywhere. Watch it.
There you go, SEMA Central. We'll see you soon.